Hi everyone, in today I'm going to show you how to identify IP address for visitors in your website. Once users visit your website, you may wish to identify their location information like country, IP address type. You can identify the ISP, city, region, and the other information related to the location of a user that access your website. And here I'm going to create a simple project in PHP, and I will create a project also in Java. And now I'm going to open my project in PHP. Suppose I'm using a PHP store. I'll open it at SMD here. I'll create a new directory for this project and I'll name it projects, and inside the project I'll create a new project, a new directory, and I'll name it IP location. And when I navigate to this directory, I'll create a new file called, I'll create this file with an extension index, with an extension in PHP, and I'll name as index.php. And this file is going to be processed with PHP. Let me open this with PHP store. I'll open a directory as a project in a PHP storm ID. You can open in any ID that you installed in your computer. And I have to open my XAMPP control panel and to start my Apache web server here. And I configure the Apache configuration to point to my directory as a document root. You have to find here for a document root and change this according to your project directory here. I'll put the projects for /IP location. And I'll copy this one and paste here. I have to restart now my Apache. You can skip this step if you know how to configure Apache web server, and you have to continue at a place that you want to learn from this tutorial. And you can see a dot because we created a file with an empty code. And in this code, I'm going to implement now the function to get the IP address of a visitor, and use an API to get the information of a visitor. Assume I'm going to test it if it's available in my localhost. You can see now it is working. It is an API that provides this service, and this API will provide a free 100 requests per month, and you can register for free for the first time, but you can subscribe for more requests. And this is available in this website, API layer. Once it is open at your home page, make sure you have an internet connection, and my internet is not stable. I have to reconfigure it. Now when I try to refresh, in the home page now in the API layer, and I want to this API IP stack, and this is my IP address as a demo application here, and it returns this information about this IP address, and my IP address is IP4 type, and content is AF, content name is Africa, the country is code TZ, and the country name is Tanzania, and the city, this one, as you can see now here. And there are a lot of information you can get here from the IP address, and this information is in the form of JSON file. If you are new to this, you have to click here, get the free API key, and here you have to register now, and you have to put your information here. For instance, I am going to put my email address and password and other information. I have to register it. Now you can see a welcome message here. I have to visit the dashboard, and you can see here this is an API key. You can reset at any time if you want to reset your API key, and you can try this API key, and this is a free code that you will use for testing purpose, and this is available for a month. So to use this API, you have to open in the documentation here, and in the documentation you have to copy this one. For instance, this is an endpoint, and in this as an endpoint you have to open the access key as a query parameter into your and you have to pass the IP address as URL parameter in your URL, and this is a response example. You can see some error codes that have been explained here. You can get 404 not found error. You can get this one. And here is a NoSSL link, and you can try to run this NoSSL link. And in my project here, I'm going to show a demonstration now. In order to get the IP of a visitor, we have to use the save variable, and the save arrays contain the information about the save engine and the current. For instance, I'm going to get the current IP address. I'll use this index remote address. when a visitor visits my website, I'll use this remote address to get the IP address of a remote user. As you can see here, it is a low-cost IP address. Because I'm running a low-cost server, that's why you see an IP address as a low-cost. But if I'll go to demonstrate it in a same server using ngrok. But before we demonstrate it in the ngrok, I'll create a URL. And the source code here, I provide the link in the description of this video. You have to download this source code, and I'll skip some explanation. I'll copy and paste the code here. You can check in the description and download it. If I try to visit my, let me connect my internet. You can see an empty here, and the JSON request is this one, a success but false, an error. It means we are missing an access key info. Now we have to go and supply an access key. This is an access key, not access token. You have to put your access key. Now I'm going to refresh for the second time. You can see IP address is this and type is IP4, and other details now, because the IP address is a local address which is unidentified. Now I'm going to run my ngrok so that I'll connect this with IP address located. Let me open ngrok in this default port 8, and you can see my ngrok is running. And the video for how to configure ngrok is in my channel, and I'll provide a link in the description. You can watch this video. Now I'm going to copy this and I'll open it with new tab. As you can see, if I paste it, you can see some information, JSON response here, a type, an IP address. So now it's your time to modify the code, the JSON code. Thanks for watching, my friends.